Takakeisho knows that various critics have been writing him off, which is why when asked about saving his rank, he often begins to bristle. "I don't care about the number of times I've had to defend Ozeki," he told Nikkan Sports yesterday. "It's of no relevance. I've just got to block out the surrounding noise. I've been constantly regulating what I do. My condition's not bad, and my neck seems alright." Wednesday's session was significant in that, after going through foot slides, foot stamps and pole slaps, he returned to practice bouts, fighting 12 with colleague Takanosho. He's still got to take care when going in with the head, Coach Tokiwayama noted, but other than that, the mood seemed upbeat. And became further so today, Thursday, after Keisho went to Camp Shibatayama and fought fellow guest Shimazumi, going 8-2 overall. Spornichi claimed he was under attack for the first 3 of those, but gradually clicked into gear and started to dominate, as he really ought to do against someone in lower Division 2. "I'm selecting opponents like him for their pushing power, which I need to be at my best to counter," Takakeisho said. And as for the final prep for a tournament he did not even enter last year, he said, "What will be, will be." He still has some way to go, by the way, to match the record for Edge of Demotion. I would say most critics expect him to quit before he reaches that figure. Also today did Takanosho fight 17 times against Shimazu Umi and his stable's main man Ichi Yamamoto. No score given, I'm afraid. "My stamina got drained in the oppressive heat," Takanosho said of today's poor finish. "The temperature just suddenly shot up and I couldn't resist like before. I know it's Nagoya and I've got to get used to it." The wife, whose existence he's just revealed, has started insisting he return to Saiyaku level. We almost forget he once looked pretty comfortable there. Elsewhere in the city did Onosato do his first charging session with Coach Nishonoseki since November of last year. As was the case when hazed by Terunofuji here, he was tossed about and forced back up till he almost shrieked for breath. "I'm so grateful the master trains me like this," said the new Sekiwake afterwards. "It reminds me I'm not the finished article yet, and gets me in the zone." He also fought 14 times today, going 10-4 against stablemate Shirokuma and visiting ex-uni teammate Oshoma. A homecoming parade on Sunday this week is just one of many events he's juggling right now. "I've got to accept my schedule will be busier than before," he said. "My aim is to enjoy a bit of Nagoya before the fighting starts, then reset my mind and get stuck in." As far as new recruits are concerned, amateur stars of last year, Ishizaki and Kawabushi, have officially enlisted for medicals next Monday. They are set to debut alongside each other at Makushita 60 equivalent. And scrap and build is how Coach Nakamura describes his new training regime of conditioning in mornings, bouts in afternoons, and 2 rest days per week instead of the standard 1. "If my men can't win under this regime, it's my responsibility. And I'll take whatever flack comes my way," he's told Sankei Sports, suggesting his methods are raising eyebrows elsewhere. "It will have to be trial and error," he added. However, one part of this regime, 3 meals a day instead of 2, is not quite the radical step it seems. Sankei Sports reveals that a food magazine from way back in 1906 revealed certain wrestlers even at that time were eating 3 times a day, including Yokozuna Umegatani, who enjoyed the special privilege of cow's milk with his breakfast. Miso soup with tofu slices could not be enjoyed until a fighter reached Division 3 back then, while salaried wrestlers received food spending money instead of pre-prepared meals. The reason most wrestlers eat twice a day is to aid the weight-gaining process by concentrating the build-up of blood sugar levels for conversion into fat. Nakamura seems to reject that approach.